Musicus Mail, the best answers to the best questions. Welcome to this new video. I'm Riccardo, a Musicus Practicus, and today I'm gonna reply your question. I'm gonna answer your questions. So, Lorenzo Morgoni, under the video about the hexachordal origin of the fonte, writes, in your opinion, can this mirrored tetrachord be a possible explanation of the sporadic but not uncommon use, especially in classical period, of the flattened upper note nota di volta, so neighbor tone, or nota di sfuggita without modulation? First example that comes in mind is the famous F natural of the piano in the scherzo of Beethoven's trio Opus 1 number 2, which some interpreters, mainly in the past, used to correct in F sharp because, you know, the upper limit of the forte piano's extension at the time, blah blah. but in the end, the F natural is intended as perfectly plausible for the composer. Let's see this part from a score. Probably Lorenzo is talking about this composition and in particular this F sharp in the scherzo. There's a very high point in the forte piano part where we can see this F sharp. And you know, many fortepiano at the age of Beethoven, now here isn't used, but this was the very last limit. Here there's a limit because it's untuned, but now yeah, this can be a possible explanation, but we can also find another explanation, not even in the hexachord in terms of fonte, but in the fa super la. So first of all, what is the fa super la? At the end of this video, I explain you in a better way what is, in a complete way, what is the fa super la. Now, a very important question, so very important aspect, only the main one. The fa super la is a fa we can find at the top of the hexachord. So, u, tre, mi, fa, sol, la, fa, la. This way, u, tre, mi, fa, sol, la, fa, la. So, if we imagine an environment in C major, we can say, we have an hexachord in this point with u, tre, mi, fa, sol, la, fa, la. The sentence say una nota, so una nota super la sempre rest canendum fa. A note above la singing is always a fa. It's always singing a fa. So when I go up only one step, la, fa, la, I have the fa super la, which in the Guidonian hand today, unfortunately, I don't have here my Guidonian glove, but it's on this point, the fa super la. Here, B, one fa super la, u, tre, mi, fa, sol, la, fa, la, or fa, la, then we have B, C, so la, fa, la, we can also say fa, la, sol, u, tre, mi, fa, sol, la, fa, la, re, mi, fa, sol, la, fa, la. So we have another fa super la in this point, B, C, D, and then the last A on this other side of the hand. So in a major key we have two hexachords. The first hexachord is based on the first degree, so in C major, C. And the second hexachord is based on the fifth degree. So we have G, A, B, C, D, E, F. So U, tre, mi, fa, sol, la, fa, la, like this. So if C is in this position, we have J in this point. U, tre, mi, fa, sol, la, fa, la. But here we already have the fa in the Guidonian hand. So if you go on my website, you can see the picture of the Guidonian glove. Here, as you can see, we have two hexachords. Now, let's transpose this part in D major, so a step higher. in D major, the first hexachord is based on, as you can see, D. So ut, re, mi, fa, sol, la, fa, la. Since in F major, in D major, we have the F sharp. So let's write here F sharp and C sharp, as we can see in this point. Okay, yeah, because this thing is valid in D major and G major too. So let's do this in G major. So transposing, instead of a step up, a fifth up, because you know there's a distance of a fifth. Because yes, here we are in G major. Yeah, exactly. So let's do this thing in G major. So the first hexachord on the first degree is on J. So ut, re, mi, fa, sol, la, fa, la. As you can see, re, mi, fa, sol, la, fa, la. And that's clear that this F is natural due to the flat, which in modern notation is a natural seal. Now the second hexachord, based on the fifth degree, starts on D. So ut, re, mi, fa. As you can see, ut, re, mi, fa, sol, la, fa, la. As you can see in this point, ut, re, mi, fa, sol, la, fa, la. And of course, in this tab we have another hexachord on D at the bottom. So ut, re, mi, fa, sol, la, fa, la, as you can see. Now we have this B. Okay, now let's imagine to transpose all these three hexachords an octave higher in order to stay in the same range of the piano melody. Now this B belongs to the green melody. So ut, re, mi. So we have mi. And then it's clear that in the structural melody here is mi, this. So mi, which is la, since we are descending, la, sol, fa, mi, la, sol, fa, mi. This is our structural melody. La, sol, fa, mi. And over this la, as you can see, we have our fa super la. But since we are moving down la, sol, fa, mi, we are in the orange hexachord here. La, sol, fa, mi, in this point, or here, but it's only an octave apart. So la, sol, fa, mi, and over this la we have this C, which is C natural. La, fa, la, sol, fa, mi, and it's okay. So we have, in terms of syllables, let's write them. La, la, fa, la, sol, fa, mi, la, fa, la, sol, fa, mi. And now let's see what's happening now. And then at the beginning of the next part we have this. So this C, of course, is an appoggiatura of our B. And so we have like this B. We have this B has structural notes this way. And so we are on A, or E in English. And so we are here now. La, fa, la, sol, fa, mi. So it's possible, and I would say it's correct to say fa, so natural in this case, since we have an imitation based on the other hexachord but with the same syllables. La, fa, la, sol, fa, mi, la, sol, fa, mi. This is the hexachord. The green hexachord is the one on G, as you can see, G ut, and the orange hexachord is the one on D ut. La fa la sol fa mi, la fa la sol fa mi. Of course, in my opinion, this is the right way to read this aspect in this Beethoven's trio. Now, if you want to continue reading the solmisation or this melody, we have la, la, sol, fa, la, sol, fa, la, sol, fa, mi, sol, fa, la, sol, fa, la, sol, fa, mi, fa. This, and of course, it's a big diminution of the descending scale, so la, sol, fa, mi, fa. And in this movement, we have the, not the fonte, but the same range of the fonte from F sharp in the bottom here to the higher F natural, as you can see. So this range covered by this melody is what actually happens as in the fonte. So we have the range based on mi, fa, mi. So mi, fa, mi, fa, re, mi, fa, sol, la, sol, fa, la, sol, fa, mi, fa. And so la, fa, la, sol, fa, mi, sol, fa, la, sol, fa, la, sol, fa, mi, fa. This. And so, yes, in this we can say diminished octave, since it's not a perfect octave, we have the two limits, the limit at the bottom and the limit at the top of this melody from Beethoven's trio, opus 1 number 1, in this scherzo. And so now I want to show you the explanation of the 5 superla, the complete explanation from the solmisation course Partimenti, Mi Fa, Tota Musica. So this way you have a clear point of view of what is the Fa superla and how it works, and also why it's so useful. Enjoy it! The simplest kind of musical alteration we can find in a melody is the Fa superla. Una nota super La sempre est canendum Fa. A note above La is always singing a Fa. For this, when I'm singing a melody that rises up only one step above La, this note is Fa. Look at this example. This is the incipit of the Hosanna from Josquin's Mass Hercules Dux Ferrarie. Listen to it again. Singing with solmisation. Re, mi, fa, sol, la, fa, la, la, re, sol, fa, la, fa, la. We absolutely must not sing re, mi, fa, sol, re, mi, re, sol, fa, re, mi, re. In conclusion, when we go up of only one step above La, this step is Fa. As you can see, it is not necessary that the flat is explicitly written down. It can be implied, especially in oldest music sources. If we look at the position of the Fa super La on the Guidonian hand, we can find it here. Ut, Fa, Sol, Re, Mi, Fa. Can you sing with your hand? Consider that this method has been used to teach music from the Middle Ages until the early 19th century. All the great musicians whose music captivates and moves us learned the basics of music starting right here.
with a simple hand that I have drawn on a glove, which encapsulate all the elements of music. The great scale, hexachords, clefs, notes and melodies. Everything in the palm of one hand. It is true that it's not so easy to learn this system at the beginning. It is all based on a series of musical relationships and ratios which are different from modern music theory. The historical sources are written in ancient Italian, making them accessible to only a few. Furthermore, the way the ancients write is not always so clear. However, if you are as passionately curious as I am, and you would love to learn how to sing like a true Renaissance or Baroque musicus practicus, take a look to Fa me et me fa est tota musica method. In English, so it will be very easy for you to understand everything from A to Z. 13 stages that are well organized and ordered. Start from stage 1 and gradually progress to stage 13, following the step-by-step order proposed in this journey. Examples, images and practical exercises that visually teach you what to do, how to do it and why to do it. Oh, and in the end, we will do a test together. Learn more here.